What? Alright, one karma to whoever gets onto the Runnerhub first and posts something about the stream.
Shoot me the link and I got it.
You don't know the link by now? Ugh. God.
Fuck no, it's called being lazy, goddammit.
Alright,
what
hold
am
on.
I writing here? What am I getting a karma for again? Sorry.
It's alright. Twitch.tv/SERGEANT@AMS. Boom. Okay. Because I'm streaming this, I hope everybody's okay with that. I know the Runnerhub enjoys this type of shit, so.
Yep,
I'm allergic to streams.
I don't know why. I'm a terrible GM and a terrible person. I don't know why anybody would want to pay attention to me.
You're an excellent GM, but yeah, you're a horrible person. Kidding, I love you.
So there's remember those spiders that we had to go up against, Mac? They all love you.
I didn't go up against any spiders.
I'm talking to Last Call if he remembers them. They're all going after you though. All 400,000 of them.
It was 1 million. It was 100,000 eggs, and by the time we got there, it was 1 million. Remember?
It was 400,000 in the walls. Anyway, okay.
You're a monster. Anyway, I'm getting it posted now. My computer is just wanting to fight me because it stopped loving me.
And one extra karma to whoever puts it in SeattleNet, and that can't be Last Call because he's already doing this one.
Dibs.
There we go. Yes, fight over my links.
I just need the goddamn karma. I don't get enough jobs these days.
That's so true. I know that feeling. That's why I GM, just so I can get the points.
You know, honestly, I almost didn't want to do this run because the first run in December...
This link has already been... you have to take down your last stream link for Flight of the Valkyries.
Just say try and submit it again. It was the last time I did it.
Da-da-da-da. Let's try this again.
Yay. Free karma for no effort. Woo. I don't even feel like taking the karma.
Motion, what'd you say?
Can't even tell you what it was. I'll flip out to the wind.
Okay, Chrome. I haven't played with you before.
No, you have not.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Awesome.
I'm gonna rush home.
Yeah.
All right, it is good, and the link is valid.
Woo! Okay. All right, so with that, I'm just going to do a quick introduction of myself, and I'm going to go around the table. All the players are going to introduce themselves for the wonderful people that eventually are going to be tuning in. That way, when this goes up on the VOD and I put it on YouTube, people actually know who the fuck is who and who is talking. My name is Sarge, obviously. I am a GM for the Runnerhub. Arguably, I'm fabulous. I love it. It's one of the...
Definitely.
No sense of false ego here, though. I really do enjoy doing this type of stuff, so I get my kicks off of running you guys through the ringer and having you come out on the other side okay.
You're a monster, we know.
Yeah, I know. I do enjoy... my main rule is the rule of cool. If you guys really want to do it and I can validate it, then I don't see why the hell not. There will be several times during the role play when I will ask you guys to come up with a role for something. Basically, that is an opportunity to flex some of your more inane knowledge, skills, and stuff that might apply. At one point during a run, I don't know if it was mine or not, but somebody flexed their knowledge of sewers. Like, they're innate, because they were sewers maintenance technician. That was pretty fun. So yeah, I negotiate a lot. I encourage roleplay over dice. So if you roleplay really well, I may just automatically give you the check instead of making you roll for it. So role-playing is a big thing. I encourage you guys to talk to each other, talk about each other, shit talk, all that good stuff. The only thing I really dislike is when we start getting really out of hand and off topic. And then I will reel it back in with a firm fist and lots of karma loss for everybody. Not really, I won't do that. So yep, that's me. We'll go around the table. We'll start with Last Call.
All right, I'm playing Last Call. I've been on the hub since the beginning, and I'm apparently one of Sarge's favorite punching bags. I play a combat medic, or at least one of the first, and I've somehow managed to avoid joining the Crater Crew while being just as insane.
Nice. Chrome?
Hello, I am Pat. I play Chrome. I've been here in the hub about a month now. Don't know what to say. Chrome is just a crazy ex-military guy
Nice.
who's trying not to get killed.
We've got 2 of them here tonight. All right.
I noticed that. I was like, finally, someone I can actually use small unit tactics on him.
All right. Anyway, on to the next.
Macbeth.
All right. My character is Macbeth. He is the dwarf decker, theater fan, and college dropout. He's a bit of a nerd, but a good friend. And he has bad luck. Never forget it.
I love that bad luck.
So do I.
Toomey, go ahead.
I play Toomey, and Toomey is an elf. She is a face adept, and she's not the most beautiful elf you've seen in the world, but she's probably the most beautiful elf you've ever seen in person.
I don't know. I've had to share a room with Seraphim.
I've seen Fujin before.
There you go.
Wow.
It just,
and File.
File is very erudite German troll. Not huge, but not outsized for a troll. He's your standard muscle, not terribly bright, and don't expect him to understand English as a first language.
Awesome.
Joy of joys.
Okay, so so you all get a message from your respective fixers that they have a really high-end job lined up for you. They're not sure how much it's going to pay, considering what might become some sort of an awareness, but they do know that the Johnson is very secure, as in they're most likely not going to try and screw you over, so it's pretty safe money.
All right, where's the meat?
The meat is in the Happy Happy Soy Soy sushi bar in downtown.
Recite it.
I really expected more people to laugh from that. I worked hard on that.
I'm sorry.
I can't tell.
I'm just shaking my head over here. That's it.
I appreciate the joke, but I'm dying on the inside a little.
Yep, that's my.
That's a Sarge game. You appreciate it, but you died just a little bit.
Just a little bit inside.
if it makes you feel a little better, the both of us laughed over here, but we were muted.
Excellent. Okay, the anguish sustains me. That's why. So the Happy Happy Soy Soy is your meet place. They want you to meet at 6 p.m.
All right.
So basically, we're just going to go around real quick and figure out how you guys want to get there.
Is it in what part of town is it in?
Downtown.
Downtown.
Downtown? Okay, so I can get away with not I can get away with actually like driving my motorcycle over there and not expect it to get stolen.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, okay, good. So I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll take the bullet magnet, otherwise known as my van.
Your van, okay.
Not wanting to get lost in Seattle again, Chrome just calls a cab.
Good, okay.
And Toomey and Julian both have bikes, so the two of us will be taking our bikes over.
All right. Can anybody make me any type of restaurant check or knowledge of Seattle or something like that?
I have knowledge Seattle.
Go ahead and roll.
I was just about
Bars
to
and
ask
clubs.
you what a basic matrix search would tell me on the restaurant.
Okay.
2 hits.
Can you give me an idea of I have a lot of knowledges that may or may not apply. It's weird.
Hit something to me.
So, corporate, gang, high society, organized crime, security, if they're related in any way, shape, or form.
I'll tell you what. You pick one, and I'll tell you if it applies. Not because I'm lazy, but because
Thanks,
I want
Jack.
to see what your character would potentially try and rack his mind for.
Happy Soy Soy. I'm
The
rolling my
happy-
gambling check.
Ambling.
'Cause I'm gonna assume that
Racist?
I'm gonna assume that they do some gambling in the back.
Racist.
Yeah, you can go ahead and try and run your gambling check.
Sarge looking at 2 hits on knowledge Seattle.
We're getting there. Calm down.
All right. Just want to make sure someone heard me. My mic blew out.
Well,
Oh,
I also
yeah.
see the fact that you have rolled, so I think you'll be all right.
I can't trust that with you. Your eyes are bad.
My eyes. Wow. So you all die. Everybody's got real characters now.
Thanks, so fun. See you all soon.
Okay, and then basic matrix search, Macbeth. Can you actually roll me a matrix search, please?
Oh god, that was Chrome, and computing I have +2. Hold on. Oh god, my sheet is fucked up. Hold on. Computer. Oh, it's great. 4 dice.
Yes, I think you called dead. Because I can't hear you, Macbeth. Hold on, let me check.
It just dropped me from the call.
Okay, is everybody back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Would bars and clubs work?
Yeah, that would. Wow, got a lot of consistent 2s. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chrome, do you want to roll your matrix search?
Yep. Nothing.
Oh damn! All right, so yeah, you're just looking at the complete wrong place. You end up coming across pages and pages of puns, and in frustrated anger, you throw the key, you throw your cyber deck, and decide just to go instead of trying to figure out where it is.
I'll take my chances.
The rest of you guys know that the Happy Soy Soy is actually a fairly high-end restaurant. We're not talking the crux of high society here, but we are talking fancy AR projectors. We're talking pretty nice trid feeds, a very well-designed inner atmosphere that's designed around the chi of the place. Lots of chromiotherapy, lots of buzzwords that you guys know. But all in all, it's a pretty nice place. You do expect to see some type of, upper crust in there, but it's not a upper crust only place, I guess would be the term for it. It's not high end.
Should I wear my suit?
That's up to you.
Well, fuck it. I'm wearing a suit.
Fuck it, why not? Yeah.
Always try to look nice.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to assume that everybody's going to dress fairly well.
I have no idea, so I'm dressing my regular clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Average wear.
Yeah, no, he's definitely in some average wear. I'm in a suit. I'm in a Berwick suit.
Okay, so you guys roll up. Chrome is actually going to show up first since he took the cab. Everybody else is going to be showing up a little bit after. Chrome, you said you're in regular clothing?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me... Okay, so you walk up to the front of the restaurant, and there's gigantic AROs on top of the building of the little chibi pandas dancing back and forth, and sushi rolls bouncing everywhere, and it's all meant to be very over the top cute, but at the same time advertise the restaurant. Excuse me. So you walk through the front doors and are immediately accosted by a large nigiri roll with a very cute face and says, "Who are you here to see?
Oh.
Do you have reservation?"
I am looking for... Oh god, what's the Johnson's name, or whoever missed the thing I were coming to say.
You were not told who the Johnson is.
I was not.
Fixer.
Kamiko!
Yeah,
Boy.
he has no idea who that is, so he's gonna... So not knowing anything, he's gonna say, I'm just here to eat.
Okay. Okay, you can take seat by bar until we are ready to seat you. Moshi moshi, and then kind of like disappears from your ARO.
Wave my hand, AR go mushi mushi, and make my way to the bar.
Okay, so you go to the bar. Everybody else shows up directly afterward. File, you said you're in normal clothing?
Average everyday wear, yeah.
Okay, so you walk in. Same thing happens. The sushi comes up, and do you have reservation?
No reservation.
He's with me. I'll take care of him, sir.
Okay, have a good day. Doo, gone. Same thing happens to all. I'm not gonna keep doing that friggin' voice. So same thing happens to all of you.
Oh, come
It's
on.
Mama-san all over again.
Oh, I need it. I need it. It really brings me in.
Rocket launcher.
The rocket launcher. Please don't make me do this again. I will be doing it all night.
Enjoy.
I really shouldn't be drinking before games. All right. So we have. Does anybody actually want to try to do any type of reservation, or maybe say their fixer's name or anything like that?
Go ahead.
Sure. Sure. I'll be the one who bites the bullet this time.
Okay.
Does something stupid. I'll say yes. Is there a reservation for a Mr. Pete?
Mr. Pete. Okay, hold on. And this disappears real quick. And it comes back, and there's a very instead of a sushi roll coming back, one of the hostesses actually comes up, dressed in a very classic maid outfit, and goes, "If you'll please follow me, sir."
Yes, of course. Of course.
So you see, does anybody know Macbeth? I think LC, you know Macbeth, right?
Yeah, I'll try to ride along on his reservation.
I went on one run with Toomey and Field.
File?
File.
Is it File?
Yeah, it's File.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
I've won with no one, so I don't know anyone.
Okay.
But yeah, if I know Macbeth, then I would know he's a runner, and we would get up and I would tap File on the shoulder. Come on, let's go.
What?
Okay. All right, Chrome. Somebody approaches you, also in a maid's uniform, and says, if you would come with me, sir." Not a
Certainly.
distinct Japanese accent, more English, trying to pretend.
I go, certainly. I get up.
What am I doing? Oh, definitely shouldn't have done that. Crap. Hold on. Technical difficulty. Sorry, guys.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. At least the word. Ah, here it is. I knew I saw it earlier. This is your hold music. Sorry, guys. Forgive me. Okay, so your maids lead you back. No, I don't want to share anything. God, I hate this program sometimes. Sorry. Where are you? I am actually prepared. I swear to God. I just, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Look, you just
For
give us
those of-
next and karma, and the rest of us will just keep our mouths shut. That's all.
Okay, all right. That's
For those of you just tuning in, Sarge is showing that once again he has gremlins.
not gremlins. Pretty close. All right, so you guys walk into the back, and the very, very first thing you see is the wide doors open is a long table with lots of sushi and steamed dumplings and just various types of Japanese cuisine sitting in front of her. And it looks kind of like The Last Supper had the painters been Japanese instead of Middle Eastern. Or Renaissance in this case, but it's very lit up. It's very animated. It's all over the place. But there are lots of people surrounding her on the table, but just on one side. And you find that very strange until she looks up at you and goes, "Moshi Moshi, here they are. I told you they would come." And she's acting very over the top. And of course, there's that the one person that's right next to her, very cute secretary with a bun in the back of her head that's also got the big smile on, is looking at Kimiko, and doing her thing. And of course, they have the one dead serious guy that's directly next to her that you don't think he has ever cracked a smile in his life, let alone especially right now. But she goes, "Please, please, come and sit down. We have all of this. Please, come in."
I'll go grab a seat.
Walk in confidently, take the chair that he's offering us.
Sure.
Yep, take my seat.
All right. So you guys all take a seat, and she say, "Okay, before we talk a business, please have food. We eat, we always drink, and we make sure that you are happy before you leave. Yes?"
Sounds good to me.
I'm just sort of overwhelmed with the "what the hell is going on" emotion right now.
You probably should, because you're pretty sure you see at least 3 different cartoons going on in various places.
And they're looking straight at me.
All of them, yes, actually. No, there's little dancing sushi bouncing around everywhere. There's like tempura that's begging to be eaten, things like that. It's all very strange if you're not accustomed to being in Japan. It's very loud, very in your face, very cute, very over the top.
I'm almost considering committing a sacrilege for a Decker and turning AR off.
Oh my god. Wow.
I won't, but I was considering it.
Okay, so do you guys eat?
Yeah, I make it to do everything as accurate as possible. You'd like me to roll an etiquette check?
Absolutely.
Hey, I'll get in on some of that action.
Excellent.
I get to keep all of those.
Oh my god. Okay. Anybody else like to make your etiquette checks to make sure not to piss off your host?
Oh god, this is going to end horribly, but yes, I will. Oh wow!
Wow.
I'm not going to try that. Instead, I'm going to try to, while eating, avoid anything made with seafood.
Probably a good idea.
Would you like me to roll something for that?
Edge test?
Yeah, edge test, please.
Edge test. Okay. Oh,
I'm just going to do the...
Wow.
Oh.
That's pretty impressive, actually. I think that's the luckiest you will ever be with this character.
True.
Okay, Toomey, you have got this hands down. Like, there's nothing that you don't know about properly eating Japanese food. You make sure not to rub the sticks together to get any splinters off. You make sure to put your chopsticks on your plate instead of on your soy dish to indicate that you're not done. You see the guy looking at you, and he's just like, you see the barest perception of a nod of approval as he goes back to the other barbarians that are eating at his table. Pat, you managed to do the same thing. You're pretty certain that either you've done this before or you remember some things as you're trying to do it. You manage not to screw anything up royally. File, is that for your etiquette?
Yeah.
You manage not to screw anything up too badly. At one point you break the chopsticks and you kind of, slicing them over each other to get all the splinters out. Not realizing that you're potentially offending somebody, but you managed to get through most of the meal without doing anything. Last call, I don't know what you're doing since you didn't roll, but I'm pretty sure you're just going to try and pick up a sushi roll with your fingers.
I don't have etiquette, so I don't even want to bother defaulting it. I will just go no. I'll try to watch what everyone else is doing and try not to be too terrible.
Okay. You make a lot of slip-ups, but nothing that could be considered egregious. But like picking the sushi up with your fingers and dipping it the whole time in the soy and eating it, and you're like, oh yeah, this is really good, yeah. Get a couple weird stares from the entourage.
You can hear me under my breath. It's not all finger food.
That's what you say.
Macbeth, you managed to actually hit. You can correctly identify almost every single ingredient used, mostly because it's all displayed. But you do manage not to pick up any seafood on the way, which is pretty much just rice.
Maybe like one dumpling that has soy.
Yeah, you get a couple soy dumplings, stuff like that. So you guys manage to eat and drink, and Kimiko's being her animated self, and she's talking very excitedly in Japanese to both of her attendants there. It seems like this is... does anybody have Japanese?
I do.
I do as well.
Okay. Anybody that has it will pick up on the rapid Japanese that's going back and forth, that she's very excited for the charity ball that's coming up tonight. They're planning out some last minute details of where specific things are going, where specific like decorations are going to go, how the AR displays are going to be put up, but generally it's almost business. You can tell that behind her cute smile, she's actually pretty good at mapping out all of the stuff in her head, because she comes up with one or two really good suggestions of last minute tweaks and solutions. But through the whole meal, finally you guys lean back. Does anybody stop at a certain point, like after maybe, a piece or two, or do you all kind of eat to your content?
I eat exactly as much as it's appropriate to eat, and none one bite more.
Okay.
I eat about a plate of food.
I don't know the proper etiquette for this, and I don't know much about Japanese culture, so I'm just going to eat until I'm either done eating or I start getting weird looks.
Okay.
I'm following Macbeth's lead on this one.
Probably a good idea. Okay. So, go ahead.
As long as they're bringing food, I'm eating it.
Okay. So eventually it comes to the point where most of the food has been pretty much demolished. Everybody is sitting back kind of patting their bellies appreciatively. Except for that one ramrod straight asshole on Kimiko's left. But she finally sighs in approval and goes, "Oh, that was a very wonderful. Okay." And she leans forward and puts her arms on the table and kind of folds her hands and looks at you guys. And so we have a concert tonight, right? You guys know about that? I don't think there would be a way that you wouldn't know about it. It's kind of been all over the news,
Absolutely.
Oh, I've heard of it, yes.
Well, as much as Horizon has been a very kind and gracious host to me, my bodyguard here is suspicious that their security might not be up to measure. And I happen to reflect his fears because upon investigation, it seems like there's some things that just aren't as we normally do them. Unfortunately, I don't have any ability to influence their security. That's not in my contract. However, I can influence my own. And you hear the guy mutter under his breath. If anybody wants to make me an audio perception check.
Yep.
She's human. Kimiko's human.
Okay.
4 hits.
Wow, geez, we got some sharp ears here. So Pat, I'm sorry, Chrome, you don't have Japanese, do you?
I do not.
Oh, okay. So you hear him you hear it kind of angry. To me in last call, you hear, "We didn't have to bring the strangers in on it," under his breath. And of course, Kimiko gives him an uncharacteristically sharp look before she continues. We have. Please excuse him. We need to augment some of our security, in my opinion. We need to have something a little bit extra on top of what Horizon has, which is why you're here now. We have allocated a little bit of fundage from this charity event, from what we're making, and the fake smiling attendant next to her kind of has that really big plastered-on smile. It's like, it's pretty much all we're making. And of course, again, Kimiko looks at her with a very, very sharp look. The attendant almost pretends not to see it and continues doing the fake smile. And Kimiko looks back and says, the shadows have been kind to me and got me out from under the Renraku thumb. So I want to be kind back to the shadows and hire you guys to supplement my security team for this event.
We appreciate the offer and the trust that you place upon us. If we can be of any service, we are here for you.
Okay. Macbeth, are you going to be doing that during the meeting?
quite often during meetings I look up things in AR. So
Okay. Are you
'Cause-
going to continue looking at Kimiko while she's talking?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So the security guard looks at you and sees that your eyes are moving partially because you're an AR, which means it's displayed in front of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to pay attention to it. So he's going to look at you and give you a very, very sharp look and continue staring at you for a couple minutes.
I will. As I see that, I'll just like close out all the tabs and be like, okay, fine.
You do find some information that you kind of bookmark for later, though. So once you're out of the meeting, we can resolve that. But she claps her hands excitedly and goes, "Excellent! We have been discussing the different types of security that we need, and pretty much we have almost all avenues covered. But due to our recent short staffing, and again, the security guard kind of looks down and is just gives that aura of being consistently upset at something. And he says, yes, due to downsizing from Horizon. And she again gives him a sharp look. You're pretty sure that at some point she's going to bitch slap somebody. You just don't know who it's going to be yet.
As long as it's not any of us, I don't have a problem.
So the guy bows his head humbly and goes, "I'm sorry, my apologies." And Kimiko looks back at you guys and goes, "There have been some holes in our security as of late, and we think we have most of them plugged. The actual security for the event is taken care of. We just need a few more eyes on everything to make sure that there's no..." And she pauses for a minute and goes uncharacteristically solemn for a minute, and she goes, "Problems."
Oh.
We don't expect any. There has not been any type of grumblings or mumblings or things like that. But considering this is such a politically charged event, which it really shouldn't be, honestly, but considering the fact that it is such a politically charged event in the Orc Underground, we're expecting something. We just don't know what.
Well, other than my friend here, File, the rest of us are going to stand out a bit in the underground.
And she kind of she lifts up a little bit and she shakes her head. She's like, "That's why we're here. Because this is going to be a place for everybody to come in. We're holding it in the Orc Underground to almost force people to exchange Christmas cheer in the light of this concert. So there will be all types of metatypes. Everybody's bought tickets. There's high society going to be rubbing elbows with the low society. Humans rubbing elbows with trolls, orcs, and elves. It'll be fantastic. I love it. This is a grand idea."
It's a horrible idea. You say that out loud. I immediately place my hand on him like, "Shut up."
Yeah, Chrome's doing the same. He's not trying to say something wrong. So he just continues sipping his whiskey.
Okay. You can tell that she's very idealistic in her want, but you can also tell she's trying to be practical about it as well.
Very well. Do you have any particular idea about the job you require of us, or are we just to be as bodyguards?
You are pretty much in place to deal with any type of major events that are going to go on.
Very well. Does your security detail look any particular way? Are we expected to look like them? Are we expected to blend into the crowd? Personally, I'd prefer to work under the way that we're used to working, but you are the client. It is your decision.
She looks over to her security manager, and he quick bows his head, and he's like, "We think it would be better if you would dress in normal street clothing. Nothing that's too eye-catching to prevent people from catching on that you may be a security as well."
Good plan.
And he kind of puffs up his chest a little bit. He's like, "We will be the ones taking care of Kimiko, not you."
Oh boy.
Chrome continues to set
Now.
misses.
Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I'm done.
Oh, we didn't hear it.
Oh, my mic was cut out. And Chrome just continues to sip on his Suki.
Super.
I can't say that right, so I'm not even gonna try.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys want to know?
Do we have what details do you have for the location where this is going to take place? I understand it's in the underground. I'm assuming there's a very specific spot where this is going to happen.
Yep, pretty much. It's a she sends you an ARO with a flick of her hand. Obviously, it asks for an invite before it gets there, but excuse me, sorry guys. The ARO pops up, and it shows you basically a couple aerial photos of an underground chapel that has been converted into a very, very large stage. Basically, originally it had been cleared out and just a couple pews thrown in. And you see the before picture and then the after picture. It's been turned into pretty much the equivalent of a mega stage. Like, it's a large room, like that can fit maybe like 1,000 people. But the actual space itself beforehand looked like shit. And now all of a sudden it's glitz and glamour and all the tiles are polished. There's a gigantic stage in the front, and there's basically everything that they could possibly do to remove what would be considered the grub and the grime and make it almost pristine for her.
So it's the Orc Underground limelight. Got it.
Pretty much.
One level or two?
It's 2 stories tall. There's a lot of scaffolding on the second floor, but there is no real way to access it. You see a lot of exposed vents, though, like vent pipes floating above it. Exposed wire, piping, things like that. But the only entrances are on the ground floor. There's 3 or 4 of them, one of which is a large set of double doors. And there's a couple more exits around the sides. Again, at least from you can see from what she has of the diagram.
Okay.
Hmm.
How many men do you have on your security staff?
We have a 10. 10 on security. There will be 4 stationed backstage guarding Kimiko, and we will have the remaining 6 stationed on the actual patrolling routes. We'll have 2 at the front checking any type of IDs that we need and confirming reservations. But the security that was hired by Horizon will be taking care of keeping control outside, as well as roaming patrols. They're generally going to have about 2 people walking around the whole event. In pairs, I'm sorry. There will be something like 3 teams in pairs walking around.
Do you have any security of magical nature or security for, and does Kumiko require any form of digital security?
He looks around and he says, no, there's not going to be much in the way of Matrix down there. It is the Orc Underground. But we will be having cameras set up, as well as some anti-intrusion software in the back. We do have a host with us to carry around any information we need, so that will have to be protected.
Okay.
As far as magics, we do the regular stuff, but we don't have any outstanding magical security.
Right.
Okay.
So do you have a spider, or am I expected to be the spider?
They said that they would provide one, the security detail, but again, we don't trust them all that much, so any help is good help. And of course,
Right.
the security guy starts muttering to himself again.
Other than you said that location is going to have its own security, that you don't have the ability to change in any way. However, will they be a problem for us, or are we going to be placed on their list so they leave us alone?
In order to maintain the operational security of your cover, which is normal people, the only thing you will be provided is tickets and VIP access to the back.
Very well.
And no security on the way in.
What do you mean?
I mean, we get tickets, but we're going to bypass security, right?
Yeah, the tickets bypass security.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like for weapons and stuff? Oh, that's actually a valid point. How will we be able to get our equipment in if we're going in as normal?
And she just kind of looks at you with open eyes. She's like, "Weapons? You want to bring weapons? Why would you do that? This is a peaceful concert."
We are security, ma'am. We
All
always
the
assume that
security we've ever had has stun batons. No, absolutely not. No weapons.
Oh boy.
Security.
ID and I to the team. I've got a compartment in my arm if you really want to bring a weapon in.
ID and I back to you. I can sneak something in on me if I have to. I mean, but this is going to be a problem if we're not supposed to have weaponry. How are we supposed to be functional? I look back at
We adapt.
Yeah, ID and everyone will stash some weapons around outside of the venue.
So I look back at her. Very well. If you decide that, if your decision is that we should be unarmed, we will be. However, I should inform you that will cripple our ability of being security for you. I just say,
I'll be fine. I don't know about the rest of everyone else.
Thank you. See, that's the type of attitude that I want to see. The security guy looks up and says, "I will supplement Kimiko's statement here. We aren't allowing weapons on any of our security guards at this particular point, only because if we feel that if there is a functional security risk and they get a hold of one of those weapons, Miss Kimiko would be in trouble. If that is their target, we wouldn't have any type. We wouldn't be able to sneak anything in because of that particular reason. Where we have Mac scanners at the door to make sure that nobody else can get anything in. Obviously, we can't prevent everything from getting in, but Miss Kimiko is very against any type of weapons in her concert. Classically, always has been very anti-violence. However, the remaining security, at least our security team, is carrying tasers and stun batons. We're not really sure what the other security team is doing at this point. It's very separate, which is aggravating. But I digress.
Out of game, I'm assuming this means is this? I guess I should ask this in game. Or rather, this is something that we should be able to look up in AR. So I'll send a message to Macbeth. Can you verify if they're going to be checking for all weapons, or are they going to be checking only for restricted and forbidden weaponry?
I will do that after the meet because the security dude gave me a dirty look for looking things up.
Understood. Yeah, sounds like we're gonna have to sneak in our own weapons because screw that. Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll look over the security head of security and go, I would recommend you do a physical pat down just in case.
That is already being implemented on top of the MAC address. Or the MAC address.
Mad?
The MAD scanners. Sorry, guys. I work IT. It's been a very long day.
I gotcha.
All right, is there anything else that you need in order to fulfill your jobs?
Nothing on her end.
The last thing we need to discuss is payment. And what are we agreeing to?
So the very tight-faced assistant looks at you, and again with the broad fake smile goes, "We're offering 8,000 a head."
Oh no, I'm so sorry. That will not do, because if you expect us to be security and not have any weapons on us and keep to your peace binding, then that will require a bit more than that.
Okay.
And I look at my compatriots. Do any of you agree or disagree?
I agree with that.
And for teamwork test, I'm assuming.
Okay. Yeah. No. Please.
Teamwork test.
Teamwork tests.
Okay, I will help you with. Do you want me to help you with the teamwork test?
Anybody who wants to help with negotiation is welcome to.
I will help you once I figure.
Not a glitch.
Adding 2.
Negotiation 5.
And
1 moment, please.
Anybody else roll a negotiation to help?
Oh, that's 15. Hold on, let me roll that. That's wrong. 1.
All right. go. So that's
What's your rank in negotiation?
rolling 14, and I have a rank of 3. No,
Okay.
2.
So you can take all. Oh, if you only
2.
have a rank of 2 in the negotiate, you can only take 2 of those successes.
I'll take 1 of each, so I can also have them for limit purposes.
Okay.
And what am I looking for? The last thing would be street credit. No, nothing enough to matter at this point. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
How much street cred do you have?
1.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, 3. Jesus, I'm gonna spend a point of edge and get that coming back. When is this?
Reroll
concert,
failures.
Yeah. When is this concert? Before I make that decision.
The concert is. It is going to be. What did I decide? It's going to be tomorrow. I'm sorry, tonight. It is tonight.
Crap. Fine. I will spend a point of edge that I don't want to spend. That was 13 dice. All right, better. 9. I get to keep all of them.
Okay, so you get 9 successes. The assistant, how much are you rolling? What are you rolling normally? 14?
14.
Oh, come on. Oh, well. I hate that. Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, so Kimiko turns over and slaps her on the shoulder and goes, I told you not to undercut them. She looks and she says, I'm sorry, we're offering 10,000, and if there's anything that you might need from our security team, you can give us a call after we're done.
Very well. That is much more agreeable. And I bowed to her.
She stands up and she bows back as well. She's like, if this concludes our business?
One last thing, and this is from a personal nature. Would it be possible for me to ask for an autograph?
And her face just absolutely lights up. And she's like, absolutely, please, let me see. I'll sign. What do you need me to sign? And she kind of, again, hits her security officer for a pen.
I start looking through my purse for whatever. It doesn't matter. I just need her in my pocket. Should have done that before the negotiation roll.
Okay, so you pull something random out. We'll pull, like, a cred stick. And she signs the cred stick and gives it back to you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to buy my home. I'm going to get a couple of my things with your face on it so you can sign those too if you don't mind.
We'll see after it's all said and done.
Yeah. I out of character, Fujin gave me a picture for her to get a signature on.
Okay.
So
anything that you guys need signed, she signed.
Yeah. All right, to Fujin.
Oh yeah,
Fujin, you owe me for this.
Her eyes light up a little bit. She, Fujin. She does it and then plants a kiss on the corner of it and hands it back.
Oh,
Put that very gently back in my pocket because if I damage this, he'll kill me.
Okay. So you guys.
Oh! He just corrected me. It's a bad love poem.
Oh, a bad love poem. Okay. She reads it and kind of waves her face a little bit, and she's like, adds her comm code to the bottom of it, and then passes it back to you with the kiss.
All right.
For comp code, eh? No, I'm not that much of an asshole. I'm
Took that one in carefully.
Okay. Is that everything from everybody?
Yes.
I'm considering getting her signature or her autograph, but nah.
Okay.
Maybe later.
What would you guys like to do?
Now I'd like to do a plethora of matrix searches.
Okay. Do you guys want to stay in the restaurant? Do you want to go somewhere else?
We should probably do this work somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fancy place, and we're about to get stupid.
We're about to get stupid. Just so everybody knows, the concert is going to start at 11 p.m.
What time is it right now?
It's currently 6:15
In the evening?
Okay.
in the evening.
The fastest meal ever.
Okay. as we start walking out, I guess we'll be chatting over DNI because at least I'm chatting over DNI. I don't want anybody else to overhear us.
Of course.
All right. Ideas? Do you guys want to try to find the spots that we want to secure now for ourselves in the location?
Yeah.
I would like that.
Okay.
Anyone have access to the underground?
Yes.
I've been there before.
We can get you to the underground, no problem.
I've been there before. There's one bar I want to avoid, but that's fine.
Should avoid it.
Not an issue. I guess the bigger question at this point is, let's get an idea of what we can do. I'm aware of Macbeth's little tricks with the Matrix, but I'm not sure what the rest of you can do. Myself, I am quite skilled at talking. I can talk to pretty much anyone and everyone, so what about you guys?
Medic, bullet sponge, creating medical supply and demand in the same move.
Oh man, that was great. Sorry, I haven't heard it put that way before.
Yeah, you look
That
at
came from
Chrome
Jason.
in a. Continue.
No, go ahead. I'm just saying, thank JC for that one.
Yeah, you look at Chrome and he's in a quasi-military style, so you can probably tell what he's good at.
Maybe.
Who's next?
Anybody? Macbeth, what's your specialty?
My specialty, I am the hacker, and by that I mean I am the hacker. I'm not just a hacker.
Oh, are you now?
I am.
Okay, so Toomey can talk to everybody. Chrome's military, last calls, medic. Macbeth is hacker. File? Muscle.
And sniper.
Sniper, yeah.
Okay. Sniper over here.
Oi.
Alright, so what are you doing? You got contacts, you got matrix searches, you got all kinds of things that you guys can do.
I'd like to get in there and stash some gear just in case things go sideways.
I agree.
But-
I do the same.
Well, I have, let's see, one of the benefits that I can actually get away with right now is the fact that I live in the underground. Would I be able, I might be able to actually find somebody that is working this and can get us our stuff in there, aside from everything. And yeah, it's face stuff anyways.
Okay. Who do you want to try to contact for that?
I am most likely going to have to make my way down to the underground and just face it. Although I do have a couple of people that are in the underground, but nobody who I guess... No, they're just regular... They're contacts with, like, uses. I can't imagine any one of them is going to go to a specific concert like that.
Okay. You could always find general information out about it since it's down there as well.
I have actually, one of the mini contacts from Father Mercy is a young orc girl that lives in the underground, and her specific skill sets is sneaking. So,
Okay.
if I can get her a ticket into the show, which I'm gonna work my way to do, or maybe Macbeth can hack her one. She might be able to sneak stuff in for us. Nobody's gonna pay attention to a little 9-year-old girl that's really good at sneaking.
It's possible. You can go ahead and try and give Father Mercy a call for that.
Okay. Send them an arrow.
Okay. He sends you a quick DNI back, and he says she would be available. It's getting really close to her bedtime, though. Is there any particular reason that you need her?
Yeah. I need her. I need her particular skill set of not being noticed to be able to get some stuff in a place that she wouldn't be expected. But you make a valid point. She is rather young to be out at such a late time. I sighed to myself. All right. Well, then I guess I'm gonna just have to go face it and try to get some random person over there. Does that? Anybody have any contacts that they can use before I go do that?
Nothing that really extends to the underground.
Okay.
I mean, I know someone who can drive, and he's an orc, but so he might be able to do something in the underground, but like, I don't think that would really help. His skill set would help that much.
Okay. Well, let's go.
I do know.
Go ahead.
I do know many people, but I don't know how much they would help for underground things.
Okay. Do you guys want to figure out any information about the concert itself, the security company that's there, anything like that?
I was about to do that.
Okay.
Because I thought, because my first thought was, this is an orc underground thing. Let me search to see if Humanus is up to anything.
Okay. Well,
that was one of my rolls.
Okay, well, let's work with these matrix rolls first. Okay, so Kimiko's assistant, since you took pictures of all of them, there's nothing really hitting up that's out of the ordinary. You get some really good information on both the assistant, who is... You find her in every picture, and she has that same goddamn smile plastered on her face in almost every single one. And it's that creepy, almost uncanny valley smile. Regardless of what her opinions are at that point. Meanwhile, the security guy that's attached to her apparently has been her bodyguard for years. Like, he's one of the ones that got out with her with Renraku specifically to keep her safe. So he's been around her for years. If anybody would know her patrol patterns or anything like that, it would be him. Very fiercely loyal, specifically to her too. So it's not even like a corporation thing. He's been around her for years. But that's pretty much all you get out of that. As far as looking up to see if Humanus is up to anything, you troll on the way to wherever you guys are, to the Orc Underground meet, entrance, I should say. You're trolling through every Humanus-affiliated site that you can think of, the militant sites, everything, and you can't really find much in this concert going on tonight. At least anything active. Like, you're not seeing anybody's like, down with the trolls tonight, let's firebomb the place. Like, you're not really seeing anything overtly aggressive like that. There's been a couple like, well, of course a human would try to, interact with orcs. It's just subversion. Typical racist comments, but you're not seeing anything that you would categorize as aggressive or threatening.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Do.
Yeah.
Before I forget, who was our doc? Who's our medic?
That'd be last call.
I walked up to last call. Just a quick FYI, I'm allergic to iodine, and then I point at the big guy, and he's allergic to penicillin. Just
Those are both very good things to know.
Oh boy. I just gotta look at both, make a little arrow mark over both of them. Do not use, do not use.
Okay.
Good to know. Better to know now rather than.
But once you mentioned you healed, I was I think you're the person that needs to actually know this. So.
Yeah, probably.
I'm the backup medic.
Um,
By that I mean I have first aid 1, but
Yeah, you're the backup.
That is very much the backup if somehow last call manages to eat it.
I'm the guy that heals last call. Let's hope he doesn't eat it.
No, that's the med kit and the armor.
There you go. Okay, so Macbeth, the last part that you roll, you're searching for the actual info on the concert itself. It's all over the news. There is so much saturation about this concert. You almost feel like it was a mistake to just put in concert info. You're getting dates, you're getting times, you're getting people like whole fan pages on MeFace. Face Me, just detailing people screaming over Kimiko. Oh, look, I got a ticket. Oh, fuck you, you bitch. I wanted a ticket. Stuff like that all across. This is a very, very hotly contested event. Like, it sold out within, 2 days of her announcing it. And they hadn't even put up the tickets for sale, and it sold out. in a theoretical sense. Yeah, Fujin's bad fan video pops up. I mean, you're just finding all kinds of stuff on this person. It's very hard to weed out anything in particular out of it.
Alright. Okay. So, basically, I can't find anything because there's too much information.
Make me a edge check.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Should I do the 1d6 beforehand to see if it backfires?
No, you're fine. I don't think bad luck would apply to this. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're about to start looking through other avenues of approach. Like, you're literally within like one more page. You just cannot stand to read any more girlish fan comments about this woman. Oh yeah, she's nice, but I mean, like, this level of interaction, this is ridiculous. Like, people are literally willing to give their lives to this woman they've never met.
She's a bit intense.
It is a little bit intense, and you're about to close it out, and you notice something, and it's a Horizon report on the concert. Not so much a report, but like a coverage. In fact, it's an editorial criticizing Horizon for their security practices. They are very, very well known for hiring the lowest bidder for a lot of their security contracts.
So Lone Star.
There's a lot worse you can do than Lone Star.
Yeah, honestly, Lone Star's not that bad comparatively to a lot of other places.
I know.
So that's pretty much all you get out of that particular article, though. But you did know that Kimiko had expressed frustration over the fact that she didn't know anything about the other security.
All right. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Anything else I should look up?
I was gonna start calling a couple contacts, see what they know. I've got a Knight Errant detective on the contact list, and I'd like to sort of give him a buzz, see what's on Knight Errant's radar about this, if they're even worried.
Okay.
You know, just get an idea of what they're looking at.
That's fine.
That way, if... Alright, let me just...
Who's the contact?
Good old Jimmy Z.
Ah, Jimmy Z. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so...
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh,
Jimmy let me down.
Jimmy's letting you down. All right, so you give Jimmy a call, and Jimmy answers the phone. Hey, what's going on, LC?
Hey, Jimmy. I got this concept.
Thanks for the Ancients tip-off, by the way, man. That was really, really a successful bust. You got me a lot of credit out of that.
Hey, you know, we both made it out like bandits that night. Look, I got a question. I got this security job in the Orc Underground for this concert. I was wondering if you and your boys knew anything that was going on over there. You know, anything I got to watch out for.
Nothing that comes up to mind. I know it's been a security issue for a little while, but I haven't really heard anything. Pretty much, it seems like it's in the clear. It seems like Horizon's got it unlocked despite their questionable security practices. But I mean, we're always on the lookout, but all of our regular channels have been quiet.
All right, Jimmy. Well, you hear anything, you know who to call.
Oh, absolutely. You'd be first person to call.
All right, at that point, I was hang up. I just like it sounded like everyone thinks Horizon's got this on lockdown.
Yeah, that worries me.
Yeah. If anyone's got any better contacts, I've got a couple, but I'd like not to burn them just yet for the night.
Well, I mean, you already contacted somebody for KE, right? So did you mention that to us before I call one of mine?
Yeah.
Okay, then the only other thing that I can personally do, other than going to like a fixer, which I want to avoid, is probably hitting up. I got somebody in the mafia. If it's organized crime that's going to affect this, he might have heard something, but I doubt it. I can try that avenue.
You can certainly try. Who's the contact?
Antonio Fenatelli, low little level mafia consigliere.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, give him a call.
Let's see if he overheard something. Probably not, though. Yeah, I'm hitting here.
Oy.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and skip it and say he doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
Oy. Contact's just letting us down tonight.
Oh, you didn't roll any glitches. That's good, at least.
It can always be worse.
You can always.
I got a Shadowrun buddy who's big in New York Underground. Go see if he knows anything.
Sure. Who is it?
His name, I call him Heem, but he's an orc. He's an orc named Heem.
Heem.
He's a runner.
Heem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heim.
Heim. Heem. Okay. All right. So you give him a ring.
You call Heem up?
Yeah. You call Heem up.
It's a joke Chrome has made many a time.
For good reason. It's a unique name, that's for sure. Chrome, what's going on?
I need some information. That Kimiko concert.
Yeah.
I need a muscle on the ground's end, giving cover.
On the more. Actually, I tried to apply for one of those security jobs, and they kicked us out. I ain't hiring anybody from the underground. Apparently, this hotshot Horizon contact that they have is running all the security on the concert, and they won't put anybody else down here in.
You got a name for me?
Yeah, hold on. Where did I put that application? You hear, like, things getting lifted up and put down. And here. Oh, yeah. All right, this is, it's very generic. It's like Security Contracts Incorporated or something. Like, who the fuck calls their company that?
A bad one.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, team.
SCI.
Not a problem. Anything else?
That's about it.
You just forward your regular payment then.
I'll buy something to drink later.
All right. That's what I was talking about. All right, we're good.
All right. 5 hits looking up Matrix or whatever Security Company Incorporated.
Security Contracts Incorporated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that is really bad.
Sounds trustworthy.
That is the 5 successes you have there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you look up Security Contracts Incorporated. This is a lot more specific than searching on the concert. These guys are pretty local. Like, to the point where they're pretty much just in Tacoma. And these guys seem to have gotten a contract somehow. Very, very small company. We're talking less than like 300 people. They contract out a lot of their logistics to the Combine Corp, which has been in the news once or twice recently. But other than that, nothing really outstanding. There's no good reviews. There's no bad reviews. There's not much. You see they got a couple standing security contracts. You don't have enough intel on those contracts, but you know that they have a few.
Could I roll Matrix Security to see if they're if they're competent on that front?
Yeah, no, you can. Anybody else want to roll anything?
What's this for now?
I got nothing.
Just anything. Anybody else want to roll anything to figure more out about this company?
I've got knowledge Seattle. That's about it.
How about this, Macbeth? Can you give us a quick search on who owns the venue?
On who owns the venue, I can do that.
Okay.
3 successes on Matrix Security.
Okay. Matrix Security, they seem pretty competent. From what little you can glean off of it. It's more just like you read a couple statements of them from their, from previous contracts on their website, and you recognize a lot of the buzzwords that they use as corporate buzzwords, but you also realize that, somebody technical had to have written this before the PR got a hold of it, and it seems like if you can decipher it, they kind of know what they're talking about.
Okay. Now, looking at who owns the venue, that's...
Yeah, you can finish that. I'll wait till you're done.
Alright, hold on. 8 hits.
And what's this one for? The venue?
Yeah, who owns the venue?
The venue itself was a church / large meeting hall. It was owned by one of the orcs down in the bazaar, almost as kind of an aside space. We're going to go with Hazard, Hazzard, who owns, actually, through this search on that in particular, comes up with a few other names. He just seems to be a general property dealer. in the underground. He's got a few choice pieces of land, and he's just kind of sitting on them.
All right. But he's not associated with any corp or anything like that?
Not that you can tell. Not that you're able to find, I should say.
Okay.
I asked Macbeth if he can get an employee listing on that security firm. And what I want to do
Okay.
is look up if you get the names, I'm going to look up my military history, see if I can recognize anyone.
Good idea. Okay.
Okay.
So this is 4 successes on the employee list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you managed to do a little bit more snooping into the security website, and you do bring. You can't get a specific list of people who are at the location, but you do get a pretty good roster of the people who are a little bit higher up in the company. We're talking like mid managers up. You find one of those hidden employee lists that's not really supposed to be there. At least it looks like they had it, figured out it was a bad idea, and then tried to delete it, and they just didn't get to. So you see, as far as you know, it's a little outdated, but you see quite a few names.
All right. Okay. So this is basic military knowledge, and this is going to be my special operations.
Okay. You don't see anybody from Spec Ops.
Okay.
You do recognize one or two of the names from your unit. Not your unit. You've heard them in passing. While you were in the military, and you're like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that guy. He was a dick.
Yeah, are they competent?
For the most part. Roll me an edge check real quick. Actually, memory. Memory?
Give me a moment to look that up.
Oh, it should be logic and willpower, if I'm correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Logic and intuition.
Intuition, I'm sorry. Logic and intuition.
No, logic and willpower according to Hero Lab.
Yep, logic, willpower, you're right.
Bam! Making me second guess myself. Take 5 karma penalty. Shame on you.
Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
My God, I'm gonna fly.
10 points to Gryffindor.
10 points to Gryffindor.
It's more like 10 points deducted from Gryffindor.
Was that one success, your memory check?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember he's a dick.
Yeah, you remember he's a dick, and you remember slightly. You remember like one specific instance. The only reason you remember this is because it was like such a big event with your company that this particular guy got really reamed out for like almost punching out one of the other orc candidates.
Oh, great. Do I remember any specifics for that?
Nope, that's all you remember.
Alright, the list I have, I'm going to try and see if any of them are known members of Humanus.
How would you go about doing that? Because that's a pretty specific thing you're trying to find.
Searching on the Matrix and crossing my fingers?
Okay. You're going to be taking, I'm going to say a -3 to the check.
Fair enough.
You're trying to find a very specific piece of information.
-3 to my agent assist also?
Yes.
Ta-da. Wow.
Very nice. Okay. So you manage through
checking social media and stuff also.
Yeah, checking social media. You're trying to just cross-reference some of those names. You do realize after Chrome has told you about this guy that he was almost kicked out for punching an orc soldier. You look up his name first. You manage to find out that while he is not a militant, he has attended a few meetings before. So you decide to check the minutes from that meeting, and you find 2 other names. So you decide to check a couple other minutes. And after about, I would say, 5 minutes of dedicated searching on the Matrix while you're in it, you find out that while not all of the list on there are Humanus members, there's probably about a third.
And just about everyone on the list is human.
Yes. Almost everybody on that list is human.
Maybe one elf who looks human.
Yeah. Something like that.
Oh boy. Well, I'm just going to turn to the rest of the team and say, the security is contracted out to racists.
Yeah, I
And
kind of
just
figured
start
that out
sharing
once I
the
saw his
information.
name. Yep.
Oh boy.
Should we give this to the Kimiko security team, or should we give it to ourselves?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it'll be good to know. They can
Well,
double her
let's-
watch.
Let's keep this under logical. Let's look at the logical scenarios. We tell her what are the possibilities? Her security guard leader goes a little crazy and accuses us of lying, and we lose our job. B, Kimiko believes us and tries to do something about it. Most likely, what would happen is, I imagine, that the event would be canceled, although that's the last thing she would want personally. And if that happens, there goes our job. C, they believe us and they choose not to do anything but be conscious that it's there. And while that would be, I guess, the most ideal for our particular group, I can't imagine that that's the most likely scenario. Does anybody else see any other outcome?
This can't
Pretty
end
straight
well,
on.
can it? Okay, so
Does
basically we
it
have to
ever?
go there, keep an eye on them, make sure they don't do anything, and if they do anything, try to stop them before they do anything too bad. Also, double check the entrances and exits to make sure no one brings any weapons in.
So that's
Yeah, and just to top it off, we probably shouldn't kill anyone.
Oh.
I do enjoy killing Humanus, though.
I was going to say, Humanus. Do they count?
I don't
Unfortunately,
count those
yes.
Bodies
I learned the hard way,
are
unfortunately,
bodies.
yes.
Fine.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
No need to get the KE heat on us, even though it's on the underground. Yeah, you're right. If we kill a bunch of humans in the underground, that's just gonna backfire for the underground as a whole. We can't do that.
Like I said, bodies are bodies.
Well, if we dispose of them.
Yeah.
Does anyone know where a good ghoul pit is?
Actually, not far from the underground.
Look, let's just hope. Let's just rely on not killing anyone for now.
Yeah.
Well, I personally prefer to get paid if I have to kill anyone, but I'm willing to make a sacrifice in that regard against Humanus. But I'll play it your way if you desire. I'm nothing if not a team player. Very well then. So we cannot count on the security, and in fact can assume the security is going to be our biggest headache, if not outright the reason why we're going to break out into violence. And considering that we're looking at, what did you say, 30 plus potential Humanus members?
That's just
I was just looking at the
upper
leadership.
management.
I was just looking at the leadership, which is an even bigger problem in my opinion.
Well, do we want to try to nip this in the bud and go take care of all of this before the concert tonight? Well, actually, considering the time, they're probably already starting to set up, and they're probably around, aren't they?
Yeah,
Let's
they're probably
just
starting
go
now.
there. Let's go there right now. I'm gonna quickly change into more street appropriate gear. Like,
Hey, I'm gonna need like a half hour in order to be able to take away all my elven features if we're gonna get stuff snuck past security.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good idea.
yeah, I just remembered I shouldn't really show my face around a certain place, so I will go ahead and make sure it's a different face. I'm going to.
Do you want some
spend time
assistance with
crafting a
that?
disguise for myself.
You want some help with that,
Um,
Macbeth?
Is it makeover time?
I can't. Now it's logic to create an intuition to apply it, right?
It's just a disguise check to create it, and it's a disguise check to
to apply it.
Yeah, the first disguise check is to make your prosthetics, and the second disguise check takes half of the hits on the first disguise check as a bonus when you apply it.
Alright.
I believe you round up. I can't.
So-
Hold on, let me check. I can look it up real quick.
So last call, you help me, then I'll help you.
Who has disguise? The two of you and myself as well. Is that
Yep.
three of us?
Yep.
Who has the highest skill ranks? I have 1 rank in it. You guys?
I have much more than 1. I have 4.
Okay, then we're assisting you. So that is. Here we go.
Here's my assist for you.
Alright, so that's an extra 3. So I'm rolling 10 now. Alright. This is for Macbeth first, I think is what we agreed on. So here's crafting at... Oi!
Add 1 die to the 10.
So I get one
Alright.
extra dice to apply to myself.
Well, he can apply to you. He can still apply to you. We can all assist in the application as well. It's not that big.
You can have a maximum bonus of 4 to the disguise when you make
Yeah.
it. If you have a disguise kit, it allows you to make it first, and then it gives you a maximum bonus of 4 based off of that test.
Well, we only got 1, so...
Yep.
Well, yeah, last call got 2 for making it, so...
And we do have disguise kit. At least I have.
Guys, you
I've
guys
got
need
one.
some help? I'll throw my own 2 cents for it.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Nice.
So last call's like, okay, maybe if I do this, and then Chrome just walks up and like, oh, you need a dwarf mask? Here.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I'm not feeling good if my dice are this poor tonight.
Quick question: do you guys have appropriate clothing for this concert? And I'm assuming that when I say appropriate clothing, that includes armoring. If not, sounds like we have to go shopping for some armor jackets.
I've got an armor jacket, and I usually wear a sweatshirt over it anyway, so...
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay, then. I think I've got an armor jacket laying around somewhere.
All right. So
All right,
we,
so what are you guys doing from here?
rest of
to apply it.
Yeah.
I'll just roll for myself, just save some time. 3. So 4 and 3, yes?
Okay, so Chrome's got a 4 success to see through the disguise. Macbeth has a 3.
Okay. And now we start making my prosthetics. Or that's everybody else, right? Or am I the last one?
You're the last one.
Yeah. So my assist roll to last call. 2 hits. I can actually help now.
Yay!
Hey! Alright, so that's... Jesus!
Oh, man. All right, so I got to write this shiz down real quick.
Alright, so that's 1.
All right. Right this time,
Does-
damn it. Take 3.
Does File need one?
So Macbeth-
No, because I don't think File's a troll. I don't think we can hide his trollness.
There. 5 hits for applying.
Thank God. Okay, good. So 5 hits to notice as a. I look human as hell. I have, I don't know, big long curls hiding my ears.
I really thought you were
Like-
going to say something completely different, and I went, okay, I didn't know the disguise check covered that part, but... He's got large tracts of land.
Yeah. I just want to look like a different dwarf.
Okay, and you all of you managed it pretty successfully, except for LC. File, you're the only person that's not going to be doing a disguise check?
I can try.
Yeah, I mean, they can change your face, maybe the shape of your tusks, or horns. Like
We can't. He has distinctive style. He's a tattooed orc with a German accent.
That's true. Distinctive style simply says that you will be remembered easier. It doesn't mean you can't disguise.
Okay.
So they will remember the tattooed orc, but maybe you can make the tattoos a little different. things like that. But it's
or the
still,
face that the tattoos are on a little different.
Yeah, the distinctive style does not get negated. The dice are still there, but you can make the perception at the location harder to see. But they will remember him. He'll just be a little different. But the distinctive style will very much show through. Because that's like a personal choice of his, more so than a disguise.
2 dice to assist last call as we start working on file.
Okay.
All right. So it's 2 dice.
We're making him some prosthetic horns, extra horns.
Yeah.
There's 4 for that, so I'm taking 2 of those.
And
Roll for the assist to apply.
there you go.
All right, so. All right, wow.
Nice.
All right. So, like I said, File, you were still going to have your style pop out. Your facial tattoos will be staying the same, but they've given you a little bit of a different nose, extra set of horns, things that will make it again a little bit harder to notice you or to associate it with you. But you're still going to have that memory check there.
Oh, I'm beautiful, sort of.
So Toomey, you and File are actually 2 of the most dramatically changed people there. Last call, it looks like somebody broke your nose.
Groucho Marx glasses.
Maybe an extra pair of glasses. Groucho Marx glasses as you walk in.
Because that always works.
Yeah, see, yeah. Okay, so you guys are all dressed up. You're ready to go. You have your tickets ready, correct? To get in. Is anybody going to try and sneak anything in?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Do you guys want to try to sneak something in before we actually even try to get in there?
I'd like that. I'm going to set off the MAD scanner anyway with my freaking arm. Big ol'... Go ahead.
The only thing that I really need is a monofilament whip. I mean, I can handle a taser. I actually have the skill for a taser if necessary. So, worst case scenario, that's what I'm going to have. But
I just need to sneak in a pistol. Something.
Same. I feel much better if I had a pistol.
I'm fine without weapons. I'm not going to try, but I can help you guys sneak stuff in.
All right. I mean, I've got a holster in one arm for it, and my other arm's obvious, so I figure it's going to set off every detector from here to Timbuktu anyway.
Okay, so the only question is, File has a collapsible bow, so it's not that big, and it has gecko grip, so he can pretty much sneak it in, or shouldn't be that big of a deal. But the problem would be the arrows. We never specified his arrows were collapsible as well. Do we have to contact somebody to try to get some emergency collapsible arrows beforehand?
All right. I hold out my arm and open it up. Like, can they fit?
I don't know.
What's the size of your smuggling compartment?
It is a large smuggling compartment.
Where is it?
In my arm, sort of near the shoulder. I don't know how many arrows it could fit, if any.
I'm gonna rule that. What size?
I don't want to break reality here, but this is a troll shooting a bow.
Yeah,
so
they're gonna be very long. No, you're absolutely right. Those arrows would not fit. For collapsible arrows, you can attempt to. You have a feeling that because they're so specialty, though, you're not going to be able to get your hands on any right away. But you can roll, see if anybody has any like right now in stock. But
yeah, it was oversight that I didn't think of. But we can try. I have a fence that might be able to. Who knows what the hell he can find? I'll give the fence a call for him.
Sure. Go ahead. What's the fence's name?
Let's see. He's a 2-5. So
what's his name?
Oh, I'm sorry. His name is Turan M-Bags.
Turan M-Bags. He sounds very Middle Eastern. Turan. Okay.
Also a little racist.
No, he calls himself M-Bags, as in money bags.
Oh, M-Bag. Oh, okay. You said Turan, and I thought, oh, yeah. Well, I guess that would still kind of fit. I mean, you don't have to be particular race to be a ganger.
Just picture Ali G, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was fucking going for, too. Okay.
All right, let's see if he can find us something. Come on, Turan. Come on, Turan. 3 hits. Ah.
Okay. Do you have collapsible arrows, their stats, by chance?
They most likely would be the same as what we did with the bow, which would be same thing as a regular arrow. It would just add concealability.
Okay. Most likely it's going to be harder to pull or harder to find, too, so...
You want to drop, yeah, I was going to say, you want to drop the dice, the damage or having a dice penalty?
What's the regular availability of an arrow?
Well, it's not restricted, so you can find it like any sporting place.
I would say that collapsible arrows, though, are going to be a little different. They're probably going to be restricted.
12. Treat them as APDS.
I'm looking at
we'll go with 10. 10 restricted, mostly because they don't really have any sporting applications to them. It's just they're pretty much for hiding.
Agreed.
Okay, so we'll roll. You said 3 hits. Roll them bones. Oh my god, I hate this fucking program sometimes.
I think it hates you too.
And gremlins.
There we go. Oh man. Alright, so M-Bags gets on the phone. I'm sorry, we have nothing. I wish I could help, but we don't have anything. I'm sorry right now. We just sold out of the last 4.
Understood. Alright, thanks. Then we're just gonna have to figure out a secondary path for this.
Stick him in his boot.
Well, what I was gonna do is call a talent monger and get a spell of invisibility.
That's a good idea.
Unless someone notices that. Yeah. Or
Is
if there's
there
a mana barrier.
Is there a table for concealability? I'm trying to figure out how much my Colt.
Yeah, it should be around page 420.
Thank you.
What did you what availability for what item?
Huh?
Oh, no, concealability.
Concealability for what?
My Colt, so my heavy pistol, which is a 0.
That's a big pistol to try and hide.
Is it Colt America or Colt Government?
If it's a heavy pistol, yeah, he's talking about the 2066.
Yeah, even with my concealable holster, it's not that much.
Yeah, it's going to be 0. Basically, if they're going to make any type of check to search you, you're not going to get a modifier for it.
What's a light pistol off the top?
-2.
Yeah.
All right. Colt Agent Special for the win.
I could probably sneak in my holdout.
Colt Agent Special is a heavy pistol. That's light pistol size. It's ridiculous.
with taser ranges.
True.
It's
isn't that basically heavy
weapon.
pistol ranges?
No, taser ranges are shorter than even light pistol ranges.
All right.
Beyond short range is 5 meters.
LC?
Yeah.
Check the chat, please.
Oh Lord.
What does it say? I don't have it open.
My comm link's ringing. Hang on a sec, I gotta take this. This is the last call.
It's actually your girlfriend. At least the number is.
Oh, all right then. Quick right. I say, hey, what's going on?
You got greedy.
Oh shit.
You got 1. Now you have 2, but you can't have both.
Oh, we're doing this tonight, huh? No, that's in character. Just we're doing this tonight, huh?
You're the one that brought it on yourself for stealing what was mine. So now I got what's yours.
Time and place.
Now, and you better make sure that what's mine is where we met. Well, I'm sorry, where you met. You and her.
Son of a... I'll be there with bells on.
You better.
I'm just gonna hang up and look around the group. All right, look, this is a real awkward moment, but I've got to go destroy a gang. So, anyone want to help?
Look,
Reality hackers have my girlfriend. They're gonna try to kill me. I'm gonna kill them first.
I can help and help them from a distance. I can just stay at my house and help both of you.
This is out in the middle of fucking nowhere, Pwyla.
Yep.
You're not gonna be able to reach anything.
But
I have a satellite.
it is a hacker gang.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill them in on who they are. Sarge, if you would kind of take over here, because
Sure. No,
player-wise
it's fine.
don't know shit.
So he says the reality hackers. Does anybody have any gang knowledge?
No. Me?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Can I roll my matrix security knowledge?
Yep, I do have gang knowledge.
Okay, so roll what you guys feel would be applicable to this.
I got Shadow Community.
That'll work.
You said they're a hacker. You said they're a hacker gang. Maybe matrix security.
Okay, roll that for me.
Or
RNG
data
just
havens.
smiled upon me tonight.
I rolled gangs. You want me to also roll shadow running or no?
No. That's just to see if he's heard anything, since he doesn't have anything else. All right, Chrome. Well, actually, we'll start from the bottom up. Macbeth, you know that the reality hackers are pretty serious biz. You don't know much else past that, though. You know that their matrix presence is pretty heavy. They know what they're doing. They use satellite uplinks out in PolyUp. They basically command the matrix out in that area that they call their own. Toomey, you know that the reality hackers are a pretty well entrenched gang in the city of Seattle. You know that they've had multiple attempts to try to uproot them and toss them out. They keep just regrowing and multiplying. They don't make a lot of outward grabs for any type of land or anything like that. They're content with just running their stuff on the matrix. But you do know that they have some property out in Puyallup. Pat, you also know that while they don't have the best physical presence, their matrix presence is on fucking par. These guys have taken on some AAA Corp hackers, and have won. They managed to sock some pretty big people fairly frequently.
So,
How the hell did you piss those guys off?
Oh, it involved a girl, 15,000 blank sins, and me and my goddamn bleeding heart.
15,000 blanks. Oh, fuck. That just like says that out loud. Like he says 15,000. Oh, fuck. No. No.
Wait. No. You're not the no. Oh, crap.
Sorry, chummers. This is what it is. Look, my pockets are a little turned out right now, and this job isn't exactly paying the big bucks, but I'll owe you one.
Okay.
Got it, but you might not want to owe me that. I do have events that are eventually going to come for me, and you're not going to like being part of it.
Okay.
Look at the shit I'm in right now.
Fair enough.
God, I don't.
As a quick note, he wants to meet. He wants to meet now, and we still have a concert to cover. I need a couple people who can take a hit. I'm not gonna go in there and lay down and die.
When
All right,
is the? How far away is the location where you have to meet them up?
Very.
45 minutes, give or take.
45 minutes to
I think-
an hour. Yeah.
So 45 minutes to get there, 10 minutes to wipe the place down and get your girl, and 45 minutes to come back.
Can you
This
roll
is
me a
assuming
logic
we're
check, Toomey?
Yes?
Toomey, roll me a logic check.
Sure. Just straight logic?
If you have any type of abilities that relate to time, roll that as well. Because I know there's some sort of an adaptability that allows you to keep track of time perfectly.
Yeah, don't know. Can't imagine perfect pits can do with it, so no.
Alright, so Macbeth is just gonna say, alright, so we have a couple options here. We can't just leave last call out in the dust. That ain't happening. I care more about him than I care about Kimiko. So,
Don't let Fujin hear you say that.
Don't worry,
Macbeth,
not-
make me
not
a
listening.
Macbeth. Also, make me a logic check. To me, you're starting to kind of piece it together that you guys aren't going to be able to do both.
So we have
All right.
the option of splitting up.
You can.
So,
So here's the situation you guys find yourselves in from a GM to players, not from GM to characters. Last call's in a spot of trouble. This has been a plot that I've been brewing with him for a little bit now. His girlfriend got nabbed because he nabbed a very high resource of the reality hackers. So their second in command, Nguyen, is out for blood. He wants her back. You also find yourselves that you have to defend this concert. You don't. Obviously there's a run for it. You guys can walk away from it. That's perfectly ideal. But you also know that the security measures have some Humanist members in them. So it's up to you. You can split. I have a GM on back who can take over this part of the run while I go with last call. So splitting the party is okay. You guys don't have to worry about it.
Look,
I'm going to ask if it's possible for me to do both. Because I'm a decker, I can do things somewhat remotely.
I'm going to say no. Only because that section of Puyallup is an F, and it has a very high noise rating.
yeah, it is literally the middle of nowhere, and they planned it there for a reason.
The other thing is you might actually be the most endangered in this from the group against these particular enemies. That's their turf.
You're one decker against an army of deckers.
Yeah.
All right.
If whoever's going in there is probably going to go in there, no wireless, everything dead silent, nothing electronic active.
Well, with the reality hackers being the reality hackers, they also still heavily lean on Matrix presence. Because that's just who they are. That's what they know. So, you very well could be an asset to that particular part of the run. But again, it's completely up to you guys whether or not.
It's up to you. Last call's going. You know what? We'll sort out who's actually getting paid at the end of this, but I've got to go make some calls and get my gear.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chrome's code of honor, he has to protect people who are in danger, so he's in with last call. He would recommend the rest of the team go in, get the job done, and hopefully the two of us can clean house. Hopefully we can call in a few favors.
Okay.
I do have a warning.
I look at LC as like, look, I'd love to help you, but I'm going to stay here. I don't think I can handle this. I don't think I can.
It's all good. You're one decker against a lot of them. Just look, keep your head on a swivel. Something doesn't smell right about this whole concert.
Yeah.
There are 5 of us. We are splitting up 2-3 then?
Yep.
So here's an issue. Who said they were going with last call? I'm sorry?
Chrome. So you guys are going to be down most of your combat potential.
I was going to Chrome. I believe that obviously last call must go and take care of this himself. But would you mind? Would you be able to trade places with File? Because let's be realistic, File is going to have a difficult time being at his most in this endeavor.
Yeah. Chrome, I'm just going to make an argument on your code of honor. Technically, Kimiko's in danger too.
I know.
We just don't know
I'm
from what.
trying to figure out what to do. I don't know what to do, but he said, he says his girlfriend's in trouble. And he has to jump to that. I don't know what to do. That's why I've been so quiet.
Okay. Well, reason it out.
also,
From your character's perspective, you have 2 options. Either you can go and save somebody who you've never met, his girlfriend, at this particular point, who you almost can reason he got into it on his own accord. That doesn't dismiss the fact that somebody is in trouble. Yeah, but you also have a job that you have been paid to do. So a lot of people may end up getting hurt if the job doesn't get done. You're not sure. That is very, very iffy. But you know that one person is in trouble, but a whole bunch of people could be in trouble.
Yeah, which is made worse considering that Humanus is in it, and Chrome is borderline militaristic on killing all racists, so I don't know. Yeah, I do
Sarge,
say
you
File.
son of a bitch. This is beautiful.
Sorry,
I agree with
question.
File. I think he could be better here because I have an obvious arm, which if they fry that, I'm pretty much down.
We
wireless
have
off.
one last angle to consider. File is a he's a follower of a dog mentor spirit, which means that he's loyal to a fault and probably would follow last call automatically.
Look, I don't need a whole team, and we've still got you all still have reputations to uphold.
Wait. I know a guy who's going to be at the concert. Maybe we could get him to help at the concert.
You're talking about the Japanophile Fujin, aren't you?
Of course I am.
Well, that's up to the GM.
That's up to the GM. Yeah, I have a feeling that's not going to fly.
I don't mind as long as he keeps his nose straight and realize it's a serious run and he's not going to be pawning over Kimiko the whole time. That would be up to. Hold on, let me invite the GM in. Who would be doing this?
It's Bob, isn't it?
Nope, actually.
It's not Bob.
Hold on, give me a sec.
Oh boy.
Hey, Ghost.
Hey, guys.
So our very own White Ghost is going to be taking over the run from here.
Oh boy. All right.
So we're going to call it.
Got yourself into some shit.
You don't say.
Oh boy.
One thing for you guys, my contact card, Heim, owes me his life. I can probably call, if you guys want me to, I can call him in to hopefully help you. One thing, though, I don't have any stats on him. The only thing I can tell you that he's an orc street samurai who specializes in shooting people as well.
Okay, so what we're going to do at this particular point is we're going to take a 5-minute break for everybody. Now that we've decided how the party's going to go, I'm going to talk to White Ghost real quick, discuss what we're going to do, and then we'll come back. I'm going to continue streaming the last call portion of this. If anybody would like to pick up on the split and start Twitch streaming the other side of it, that we could do that. If nobody has the ability to do so, that's fine. But we'll continue from here. Come back in, let's say 10. Get a 5-10 minute. Go take a bathroom break. We'll be back in a few. Okay.
All right.
Sarge, you magnificent bastard.
That's a good turning point.
If you have nothing to say to me, at least say that I have a good sense of timing.
Oh no, we're gonna have a talk after this, and not a lot of it's gonna be negative. Just son of a bitch. I knew there was a reason you were asking me all these questions this week.
All right, I'm gonna hang up real quick. And I'll get Ghost on the
Fantastic.
Hey guys,
All right.
before we break up, the quick question.
Sure.
So, what is the breakup for the group? Who's going which way?
I believe it is only Redgrave that is. I'm sorry. Yeah, Redgrave and Last Call that are leaving.
Yep, one and the same. If one of you wants to volunteer now, speak now, or forever hold your peace. It's, last call's not going to hold it against you. This is a grave he dug himself.
Yeah, well, I switched with File, though.
So, File,
Okay.
are you going to be going with us?
Yep. File is going with last call. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Sure.
So we have
Okay.
Julian and Redgrave. Okay. I will make sure to get everybody in on a call. Like I said, I'll be discussing with White Ghost real quick, and then we'll pick up from there. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
There's always
I'm going to
potential
be.
Fujin helping out, but that's probably unlikely.
I am going to be buzzing people to see who's free. Well, actually, Sarge, we'll talk about that once you're done.
Yep.
Okay,
Alright.
so we are going to start doing a little bit of setup over here because we're going to separate rooms then as a result of that.
That is perfectly fine.
I've got a link for you guys, so don't worry about that.
All right, I'll be
All
right
right.
back.
That literally could not have gone better.
That shit was perfect.
Oh man. All right.
I love that. Dude, last call was like it. Great job.
I think everybody really enjoyed the transition. So okay.
Yeah. That's good. I have some funny shit planned for him, so that's good fun.
Nice. Okay. So first discussion. Do you want Fujin to round them out? I believe this could be something that they all would be able to handle by themselves, considering there are 3 of them, and most of them are combat oriented.
Are they? Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't really give the opposition too huge of stats. There's one guy that's a bruiser that I intend to utilize on Chrome.
Okay.
They're gonna, of course, it's gonna start slow. They're gonna get the giant Christmas. Gonna play up the big stupid Japanese thing. I'll describe the layout for them so they can have that too. That'll give them
Yes, everything is muted for a reason, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to just coordinate the everything that's going on for Secret GM stuff, TM. So thank you for bearing with me. We'll be back in a few minutes. Think so far.
Jesus Christ, you devious mastermind, you. I knew you were going to be punching me in the girlfriend, I just didn't expect it to be quite like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's why I did it. Julian, how do you feel about tagging along here?
I hope his mic isn't still muted.
File? It might be.
Well, I know everyone's still got to get out of the roll 20, so it is just going to take a second.
Yep, I'm going to be kicking peeps in a minute.
Alright, half the Twitch chat has volunteered, at least their characters, if they can't help, to help. I'm like, I had to ask, how many people owe last call a favor?
A couple people.
Yeah, by the looks of it, most of the Elfland team apparently feel they owe last call a favor. But, you know, parachutes on the rooftops, that's what happens.
Okay, well, like I said, hey, it's Julian. Excellent. So what do you think, Julian?
We're screwed. I've got a couple things I was kicking around for this, so we might not be screwed, but I hope you brought your grade A armor.
I actually
did not.
hang on a second. Wrong tab.
That's a lot of
rattling.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a dog.
Single dog, yes.
Yeah, so far, let's see, Orpheus has volunteered his character. I think if I went banging around on the Seattle net, a few other people would probably sign up, but we don't have that kind of time.
Possibly. Let's see. What's up, Julian? You might have to bring the mic a little bit closer to yourself.
Let me check my time. You should still definitely call the cavalry.
Well, it depends on how you want to approach it. I mean, you do have your girlfriend in there.
It's not just going to be kicking the door and storm the place, but this is one of those.
Well, I should ask. I should ask before we get into it. I know, Julian, you had specifically said that you and Motion Matrix. Well, no, that's I don't mind about Silent Night. That's fine. You guys, honestly, the plots are not going to overlap, so keeping track of it's not going to be an issue.